Are we there yet? Hello! Hey, welcome back to MUFC Realist TV. Are we there yet? That is the question I keep asking because Premier League, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And we are 100% coming down to the finish line. This is the last game of the season. And like your children, when you're on a road trip sitting in the back seat saying, Dad, Mom, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? We are absolutely there yet. This is the final game of the season. Manchester United rolling up to Amex Stadium, playing De Serbi. De Serbi who basically announced he's leaving, and I don't know if they're going to play for their last manager bounce game. And our players, he's been limping on one leg this whole season, plagued with his old injuries and off the pitch dramatic and antics, and the takeover at Sir Jim Ratcliffe, 27%. We want answers, but we're not getting answers. Will Ten Hag stay? Will Ten Hag go? This whole merry-go-round, it's been one hell of a season, which I proudly don't recommend to look back at because it's been dire, especially when I watched the 99 documentary yesterday when everything was about standards. Players back then that came up from the class of 92, they all played for each other, played for the badge, played for the manager. It was like a family, the fight, the never say die attitude. And then you look at our players, what we have. They are individual, only playing for themselves and the paycheck, which is kind of a little bit disturbing. So yes, I am 100% looking forward to park this season. You just park the Ferrari in the garage and see what Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sel Brailsworth and Ashworths and Wilcoxes and Omar Barada will do. 100%. We are on a proper rebuild, and this is the season finale. This is the last video that we make before a Premier League. So after 6 p.m. we will do the highlight show when we will know who actually won the Premier League as well, because it's been a tight race. Will Aston Villa go there, clinch a point against City to put the spoiler in for a 4p? Imagine a 4p. That's embarrassing, right? We don't want City to win a 4p, and at the same time we don't want Arsenal to win either. But it's like choosing between you standing in front of the judge, and the judge is handing you over your death sentence and say, how do you want to die? Do you want to be hanged by the gallows, or do you want to be shot in the neck? Same thing. The only thing is, one is kind of a slow death and the other one is instant. So hey, what to do? But anyway, we are playing today, and I'm not feeling that excitement. It's kind of like a little bit of a dead rubber game for them. I mean, in terms of Brighton. But for us, it's all about getting into Conference League, which is seventh. And I know what you're thinking. A lot of people don't want this Conference League, right? Because we've never been into the Conference League. But on the other hand, when you look at it, when you think about it, Conference League generates you money in TV rights, approximately 30-40 million pounds, something which can be used in the transfer market. But if you are in the Conference League, I would say play your kids, because they need development, they need game time. So if we are only going to play in domestic league, there will not be any chance for the kids to come in and give them minutes and develop. So it's a double-edged sword, people. But I want our players to come in today. Final game of the season. Show it that you mean it. Play like you mean it. And for the last two games, we've been seeing something revolutionary in terms of how Ten Hag has changed the style, but just putting in Sofyan Amrabat in that CDM role. Sofyan Amrabat, according to my opinion, has been the glue between the defense and the attacking formation. Like, Sofyan Amrabat has allowed Kobe Mainoo to blossom and move forward up the pitch, and Bruno playing his game, because he's been that destroyer. We've been missing that physical presence, that destroyer, that combative engine that can run backwards and go forwards, and it's only 20 million to sort of trigger that buyback option, or the buy option from Fiorentina. And by the way, Fiorentina has already moved on, so why wouldn't we keep Amrabat? He's made a difference. And here's the testament that I want to see, because Ten Hag is talking about that we want to bring back the trophy back to Manchester, and these players will do everything, but it's all who you pick. Because, hey, You have the blueprint paper, Eric, so you know who's going to play for you, who's going to run through that brick walls, and you know who's not. So please, whatever you do, treat this game as a dress rehearsal. That is Mick Ruby's opinion and advice to you. I don't want to see, one thing that I don't want to see is these asset players just walk in to claim the position. I'm talking about Marcus Rashford, coming in and pushing at Garnacho or Amad Diallo, for fuck's sake. I don't want to see that, right? I don't want to see, just because leage is available, that Casemiro by default goes up in his CDM position because his legs are gone. Just keep the same team, winning team, keep Amrabat in there. This is my lineup the way I suggested. And Johnny Evans, please step aside, sit on the bench, and play the youngster Willy Kwambala in this game. I would like to see that centre back pairing as of today. Lisandro Martinez needs minutes, and next to him, you will need to see the development of Willy Kwambala. On the fullback situation, we are pretty much thin the way it is. What's going on with Luke Shaw injury, Tyrell Malacia, nobody really knows, right? So Diego Dalot has to start on the left there. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka, by the way, is probably going to get sold in the summer, needs to start on the right. Now, for me, this is a no-brainer. In terms of the midfield, keep it the same. 100% keep it the same. It worked like a charm last time. It did. Amrabat in the middle, be the Amratank that you are, Amrabat. Hopefully he will have a good game, and hopefully it will be a wake-up call, because if Ineos are stint for money, 20 million can be negotiable, right? You can just go to Fiorentina and say, hey, all right, here's 15 or here's 12 with add-ons. Off you go, right? Because at the end of the day, if we're getting rid of Ericsson, Casemiro, we suddenly don't have experience, and potentially get rid of McTominey as well. So Amrabat is a far much better option than Ericsson at the moment, than Casemiro at the moment, that McTominey. So for me, it's a no-brainer. It would be a shambles if we let him go, because we would never utilize Amrabat in the first place. It's not until the last 2-3 games that we're now seeing him getting a start in his natural position, number 6, and that is what Sofian Amrabat is, although he's carrying number 4 on this back. I think that Kobe Maino actually needs a little bit rest, but since this is a dress rehearsal, should we risk it? Kobe Maino is a number 8. Oh my God, the serenity in the storm. And Bruno Fernandes playing with broken bones, but still his heart is always on the sleeve. Bruno Fernandes was immense in the last game. Oh my God, against Newcastle, he was carrying this team. It was a captain's performance, and Bruno Fernandes is starting to show form again. With Amrabat sitting there deep, Bruno can do the Bruno job, playing as a shadow striker behind Rasmus Højlund as well, that needs games. Now, Rasmus Højlund is back, didn't that, don't shush me, I'm still young, don't criticize me, this is my first season. So fair play to Rasmus. And Rasmus got his goal, 100%. He was only on the pitch 2 minutes against Newcastle until he scored. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alejandro Garnacho is one of the players of the season, 100%. He's been giving it everything. Garnacho, for me, should start or should be rested. But here's the thing. If he's rested, then Rashford just walks into that team, which is something that we don't want. We don't want to see Rashford and Scott McTominay start, because that means, again, Eric is going on the default by playing with 10 men on the pitch. Now, this formation, what we have here, this is working. This is more compact. We're talking about Amad Diallo as well. Why go on the market to get an Olise? Well, look at this tiny dancer, this Billy Elliot of feet, the tapping feet. He's so quick. He's so good. 2 foot, like one. My God, Amad Diallo needs to start over Anthony. Anthony needs to be sold, but do we really need to go on the market to buy a right winger? I think, for me, the defense needs to be sorted. Knowing that Varane is out, we need to replace him, right? There's Tosin free unavailable. There's Todibo. There's a lot of good centre backs that you need, that you can bring in for less than 45 million. But that is where the transfer window opens, and this is the answers what we are looking for. But for now, this is my lineup. This is what I go for. Onana in goal, 100%. Oh, this is this way. And Lisandro Martinez to start with, Willa Kumbala, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Diego Dalot in the midfield, as explained, Kobe Mainoo, Sofian Amratank, Bruno Fernandes, and the attacking three, Alejandro Garnacho, Rasmus Højlund, Amad Diallo. Play a 4-3-3. When we will go back to Sir Alex Ferguson's day with 4-4-2, that was working like a charm with two strikers. Andy Cole, yeah, Coley. I was watching that 99 yesterday. Yeah, that was good. That was really good. And Yorkie, what a partnership. When are we going to see that? 100%. Anyway, final game of the season. What is your expectations? I do expect us to win comfortably. I mean, they've been shocking at home, like they got defeated against Chelsea last time. De Zerbi's leaving. They're having a bad rubber game. The only thing is that they might play for the last game against De Zerbi. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think. What is your lineup? What is your score prediction? I will go with the 3-1 United today. I'm feeling a little bit of confident. And at the end of the day, who's going to win the Premier League? Will it be a City? Will it be Arsenal? Will West Ham do a number, like, get a draw? Because if they do draw against West Ham, remind you, and Arsenal wins the league on goal difference. But it would be so ironically if both sides loses and bottle is. I mean, Jesus. Let me know what you think. We will be back later on tonight with the final score, with the final match review and highlights of the day. There might even be a watch along, and there might be even a pre-kickoff as well. We haven't really decided, but one thing is for sure: solidified season finale, the last highlight show. Mick Ruby here, MUFC Realist TV, having my say, and hopefully we made you a better day. Thank you for watching, and see you to the next time. Glory, glory, Manchester United. Let's go. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.